Hello there everyone, this is I Am Mark III and welcome back to the Tobosh district on Factorio. You join me just as I'm discovering a slight problem. Oh, duh. Okay. The problem is that I unplugged an entire sector and forgot to plug it all back in again. Because I doubled up on the coal lines, as you saw at the during the last video, and then I forgot to correct this so that it wouldn't flood the original iron array, kind of thing. So this sector got flooded with coal and the entire thing stopped. So yeah, it is slightly vulnerable to doing that. Do I pick up any iron ore? Yep, just dump it in there. Fine. Now, I'm just going to start pulling up these burner inserters here so that these things can run themselves dry and stop giving it iron ore. Actually, I can just unplug the entire thing from coal anyway and just leave it like that. Yeah, that should do it. It's not like I need any more. I've got to unplug those as well. Yep. Right, then I'll just leave this entire old burner-based iron plate smelter to keep on running and chugging away until it uses up all of its available fuel in the drills, and then I'll pull those up and replace it with electric drills to get the entire thing just connected to the rest of my system. Which is actually all doing okay. Yep, you're all doing fine. During the break, as I said, I finished all this up, got it all plugged in and working properly. I somehow made a few bits of steel, though I'm not entirely sure how. But yeah, it's all sorted now and it's all plugged in. And as you can see, it has by itself solved much of the iron plate problem. So a lot of the factory is now able to get back up to speed, as it were. Now, why are you running short, actually? What are you short of? Oh, you're short of inserters. What are the inserters short of? Iron gears. Oh, I see. Right. Let's get that to full speed as well. There we go. And suddenly it's all wagging around and it's all is beautiful. So that's now greens operating at full production speed. Marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. Let's dump those burner inserters in there. Am I actually short on power? No, not really. Okay. There have been a few more nudges down this side of the base. So I know that there is a slight problem going on with pollution reaching a hostile sector, which I have not actually seen, so I don't know what exactly is going on. But I do need to put down a few more radars to completely cover the rest of the base and let me see what's going on. Oh, that's something else I did. I also rigged this up really quickly with a storage for stone brick and a production line for walls, so that means I don't have to go running around trying to make all the walls and things. Actually, can I do an upgrade? No, it needs steel. Figures. Yeah, I'm just going to slam down some walls now and get the entire thing walled off down here in case something decides to come up this way. Though a wall by itself is only going to give me some warning that something nasty is approaching. It's not going to stop whatever it is from coming. And I don't actually know if there's anything down that way either, which is even more of a concern. So let's just quickly slap a radar array down here next to the iron storage facility. Electric engines, done. Okay, next. Flight. This one will let me move up to robotics pretty soon, but it requires a few more ancillary techs. Flight by itself doesn't do me anything, but I might as well grab it since it's one of the prerequisites? Language. Prerequisites for this entire situation. And there's a couple of burners I forgot to pull up. Okay, fine. Right, all these drills are now off. So I can just get rid of them. Like so. Yep. Do I have enough mining drills? I don't think I do. I've still not set up an automatic for that, but that will come sooner or later. Right now it's just getting full mining going for the iron, which I want to do. Though this patch will be working from a sector I've already been mining from, so it won't be as good as the new bit I've tucked in. But it's still all ore. It's still all good. Oh, power needs. Yeah, I thought we were already reaching the limits of what the new power arrangement could sort out. Well, that sucks. Might as well grab some glass up here. It's not like I've really used that up there, is it? Now then, I've got the irons assembly just all working way over here. I'm going to need to put in one for copper as well, and I'm going to need to put in an array to smelt steel in addition to that. So there is still a fair bit left to do, unfortunately, in regards to getting all this stuff up to spec. Or up to where I want it to be, I think is probably a better term for it. But right now, it seems that my priority need is power. Yeah, power is kind of dipping and fluctuating rather badly. There also seems to be a slight issue with the coal as well. Oh, it's because that one's just being all unloaded straight down there, so that one's running out a little bit. Let's pull that one off, actually. See if that will keep those two from just doing the power dance. I think that's the best way to call it, isn't it? Power dance. Right. I made a few spare parts. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Don't need that chest there, so okay. On steam engine, I've got 5 boilers left over as well, and that seems to be about it. So, let's get started on some power, shall we? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The turrets are again engaging. Ooh! Okay, the numbers are increasing from that direction. So that is actually slowly becoming a concern. Because they actually got close enough to damage one of the turrets that time. Though, only just. So a couple of snipers are not going to be able to hold this particular edge much longer, are they? No, I don't think they are. Well, that is both worrying and okay, actually. So, yeah, that's fine. Right. 5, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to be installing my good old standard power plant arrangement from here on in. At least in this bit, because I've got this entire chunk here that I want to turn into a power plant. Which means I'm using 12 boilers to 9 engines. Though actually, if I'm going to fit it in around here... 2, 3... here? Actually, no, I need this space. I need this space because it's going to have stuff going through it. So, yeah. Let's just do it like this. Water comes in there, so that means I want a boiler set here. Right? No, there. 1, 2, 3, boiler set there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Then get... that's where I want the edge to be. So it's going to be there. 1, 2, 1. Like that. Good old standard block style power plant. Admittedly, it's... oh no, he's making the same stuff all over again situation, but say what you want about it, it means that I actually know what I'm doing with it as well. Like, I know that I need 2 sets of pipes and about 10... Sorry, 2 sets of underground pipes and about 10 regular pipes to get this all working. So, if I understand that much about it, then it can't be all bad, can it? Go with what you're familiar with, I think, is the important part. So if I do it like that and like that, then this should be enough to get it pretty much plugged in. The only thing is that I'm taking the water source from a little bit further away than usual, so I need 1 more pipe. But I could build all the parts from that pretty much from memory. So that's all plugged in now. I'll need some more cables to get things all properly sorted. That's fair enough. 1 there. One there, one there. Honestly, I think I've stopped noticing day and night cycles now as well, because I've put up balloons over most of my base, so for the most part I don't actually need to see that it's getting dark, which is an interesting experience in Factorio. I've never had that particular problem before. Let's just peel it straight off there. Yeah, that'll do it. And voila! A few bits here, a few bits there, and suddenly we have a fully functional power plant with 9 steam engines to generate power. And it's all starting to power up, so yeah. I've increased my power ratio by about 80% with just the addition of that standard plant. And yep, that's keeping everything satisfied and happy. So yay! I've made progress. I've done a thing. And speaking of things, this entire sector is now powered down because it's not got any more ore coming into it. So I can strip it all out just for all the parts and do it like that. Actually, there is something I want to do. While I think about it, let's dump a stack of iron into that one and let it just cook up some steel for me before I get around to pulling it up. Because if I can get some steel, then I can actually start using some steel tools and things when this one breaks. Because it's about to, I think. Yay, flight! Right. To get to construction robots, I now need the battery tech, which is actually not been messed with very much by Bob's Mods. So at least that part I understand. Yeah. What a mess. This is all just a flipping mess. This is flooding my inventory with coal as well, actually. Oh, not as much as I thought. But still, it's easier if I grab all the inserters first, though, so they don't try to just put coal everywhere while I'm tearing them up. Because I don't want it to do that. Ah, okay, tools ran out. Right. Grab steel. Is that enough for one? It is. Steel tools. Okay, and now this will go faster. Yep, much faster. There we go. Yeah, like a dream. Easy peasy. All stuff torn up. Don't actually need some of this stuff anymore, so I can tear this out as well. I'll put the splitters to use somewhere else eventually. But for now, I actually do need to hook this particular coal line back up, because this entire thing actually runs over to my zinc production sector, so it needs it. But apart from that, this entire thing is now, well, with the exception of that one, which is still chugging away, gone. So, hooray! A sector of my base has been cleared and is now open and ready for development. Prime real estate, I suppose you could call it. Man, my inventory's getting clogged up. Oh, I know where I can put the coal to good use. While I quickly stamp out some furnaces, I'll dump this coal straight into these boilers down here. So yeah, just like that. So that'll all get burned up and used as fuel quite nicely. Let's dump the drills and inserters in there. Anything else I need to dump? No, actually. I'll use the furnaces as well. I've got 5, sorry, that's 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 40. That'll be enough to put together a copper smelting sector when I get around to it. Oh. Oh, hello. There's a problem going on. Not enough coal has been making it to this area. So that means my coal mining is overstretched. Do I want to put in electrics or some more burners? I could put in some more burners as a temporary measure, I suppose. But yeah, let's just install what's left of my burner drills on the rest of the coal to get a bit more out of it. Like that. And then just drop it straight like that. I do like this burner setup, but Admittedly, my base is just outstripping it at the moment. There they are. How if I put it in all the right place, wouldn't it? There we go. And that's all that. Done. Sorted. Running. Now then, let's see. I've got plenty of coal flowing. I've got plenty of ore getting put into place. During this next break, I'll try to put together the actual production site for iron ore. I'll try to put together the production site to get copper refined during my next break in the video recording, so you won't have to be watching me do that. Oh yeah, a couple of radars I need to put down. I think my next big step though is actually moving into oil refining. So the question is, where can I go and do that? I've got to be aware that I am actually expanding my base quite significantly. So with aliens starting to come my way, protection is actually becoming a slight issue. But yeah, you can see how much is being lit up by these lamps. They are absolutely wonderful. Now then, let's see. Oil. I've only got those 2 spots up there. Nowhere else known. Oh, that is actually a bit of a concern. I might have to go and explore and try to find some more stuff. I'm not exactly relishing the thought, but hey, that means I actually need to develop some trains and things for this particular base, won't it? Now that's something I've not done before in many of my previous bases. They've never survived long enough to have a real train network going on. Which is actually kind of makes me sad. Because trains are a big thing in Factorio. And the previous 4 bases, I think one of them survived long enough to have a station being built into it. But the rest all just died. They died too soon. So they never actually got anything. Which is a real shame, But it does actually give me a direction I can start working on, and that is the fact that I require engines. I'm needing engines for my exploration, and I think that this particular bit here is ideally suited for it. It's up against a forest though, so that is a slight concern. I'll have to build up against the forest. Where's my walls? Here's my walls. So let's build the wall here. Slight gap before it's in the forest. So yep, this will be the border where my defences go. And then this bit here is going to be used to make lots of engineers. Not like in my previous base where I just slapped in a really small facility just going, oh, this will do for now, I'll do it later, and then I'd never survived long enough to do it, and all that. I know I do that more than I should. And I also get distracted far too easily. But in this case, engines are a stepping stone towards electric engines, so it is all still okay. I do need to do an engine production facility, and that's actually going to be the focus of my next video. Building lots and lots of engines. Actually, let's do that. There we go. I don't think distraction has been as much of a factor in this particular series because I've been getting so confused by Bob's mods. When all said and done. Yeah, that is just iron ore. I thought it might have coal in it. Okay, there we go. 3 more. Lots more iron ore going straight into the smeltery plant. Yeah, I mean, half of that field was only using about 1/3 of my smelting capacity down here. So that should use a bit more of it and let me keep everything up and running smoothly. But yeah, that is now, unfortunately, the end of the video. So I'll try and get copper smelting working during the break. Then I'll get, next time I'll get started on a proper engine production plant. Just making my way towards trains and robots and things like that. So yeah, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you for watching me play the Tobosh District. I'm still not sure Tobosh District is what I'm looking for, but it's one to think on. I'll catch you some other time.